Hey guys, welcome to the All Sports Pass podcast. I'm your host, X-NASCAR Eagle X, and today I'm going to be covering the NCAA Game of the Week, the number 3 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes versus the number 7 ranked Penn-State Nittany-Lions. And before we get started, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more college football content. And without further ado, let's begin. So both these teams are coming into this game undefeated, meaning that one of them is going to be ending the other's winning streak. And before we really get into their stats and all, let's take a look at who all they played. So for Ohio State, week 1 they played Indiana, which was a 23-3 win, and then they played Youngstown State week 2, which was a 35-7 win. Then against WKU week 3, which is a 63-10 win. Then, in my opinion, one of the greatest finishes in college football that I've seen against Notre Dame in a 17-14 win. And then they played Maryland 37-17. Then they played Purdue and they won 41-7. And of course they're playing Penn State. So I feel like, that heading back to a couple weeks on the Notre Dame game, like I said, Ohio State, they did awesome that game. And I feel like, that this shows that this team is always living for another victory. They will not give up even in the last seconds. And yeah, so let's move on to Penn State's schedule. So for the team leaders of both teams, Ohio State's passing yards leader is quarterback Kyle McCord, who has 1,651 passing yards. And then on the rushing yards, running back Travion Henderson has 295. And then on receiving yards, Marvin Harrison Jr. has 604 yards. Then on tackles, linebacker Tommy Eichenberg has 46. And safety Josh Proctor has 1 interception, which leads the team. Now for Penn State, on their team leaders, quarterback Drew Alter is the passing yard leader with 1,254 yards. On the rushing yards, Katron Allen has 375 yards. Then receiving yards, Keandre Lambert-Smith has 402. Then on tackles, linebacker Curtis Jacobs has 23 tackles. And then Daquan Hardy this cornerback has 2 interceptions on the season. And that's for the team leaders. Let's get into a little bit of a little prediction for me. So for a little talk about both teams, Penn State's been doing really good this year. But here's my thing. I've been really on their schedule. Really the only team that they've really played was back then number 24th ranked Iowa. And they blew them out 31-0. But for Ohio State, of course, like I said, playing Notre Dame in in one of the best finishing college football games that I've ever seen, I just feel like that Ohio State's played a little bit more competition than Penn State. So I feel like, of course, I feel like Ohio State is going to have a huge advantage, not only offensively and defensively, but as they're in their stadium, their home field, and, of course, taking on Penn State, it should be, it should be a bit of a competition, but I don't know how close of a game it's going to be. I'm hoping it's close, but I do feel like that Penn State just hasn't really played as much competition as Ohio State. And I really feel like that Penn State, if they want to take this win, they got pretty much just not let the pressure get to them, get them a lot of stops, and then just get more, pretty much, down the field and try to outsmart Ohio State as much as possible. And so after all that, I feel like that my win pick is probably pretty clear. It's going to go to the Buckeyes. I got the Buckeyes winning, them going on to 7-0, and leaving the Nittany-Lions at 6-1 on the season. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the game preview and win pick. I'll talk to y'all next time. And remember to like, subscribe if you want to see more game previews. Peace out.